I started to speak, and obviously I had just downed my iced caffeinated beverage. But good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Sunday morning chat. Obviously, I am not prepared today. I still have the wrong banners. I've got the wrong stuff going. Let me fix all that. It's going to be that kind of day, I guess. But anyway, welcome to the Sunday morning Hangout stream, guys. Coffee up. Hope everybody's having a great morning so far. And again, I've got my delicious iced caffeinated beverage. Just ran to the McDonald's, got my latte, and I thought, I've got a few minutes here in the morning. Why not talk about collecting or whatever else you guys want to talk about? I also want to give a little bit of a heads up for everybody. We're going to have a very special Rogues Gallery live on Tuesday night. We're going to get caught up on New York Comic Con. We're going to get caught up on Shanghai Wonder Festival. We're going to get caught up on the Prime One Next Level event, because it's all stuff that we haven't talked about since we had our live auction show the other night. And again, I want to thank everybody that tuned in for that. So anyway, good morning. Hopefully I will not stumble on myself too much more this morning, and we'll see what's up. So anyway, whatever you guys want to talk about, let's talk about it. We got Jimmy G in the house. Good morning, everybody. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Hope you're doing great, my friend. And as he said, coffee up. Absolutely. So if you're coffeeing up with me, or, just trying to wake up, cheers to all of you out there. I will have to say, I'm going just off the thumbnail. I guess Chris has become a McDonald's breakfast menu shill. Not today, but I do. I go every morning, and I spend my $4.25 or whatever it is for my iced caffeinated beverage. You get to a point in life where you're like, you go treat yourself every once in a while. And that's my treat. Obviously, so is the rest of my collection, clearly. But anyway, that's my thing. I go and get my coffee. So I enjoy it. Good morning from Greek 89 Yanni. Great to have you here. Hope you're doing well, my friend. We got Brotherhood member Bruno. Thank you very much, Bruno. 3 p.m. already in Portugal. Hi, everyone. Have a nice Sunday. That's awesome. Man, I'm really glad it's not 3 p.m. here. I'm glad that I still have a whole day. Yesterday, we went to Manhattan, Kansas for the K-State game and got to see a win, which was really great. So, yeah, that's really awesome. To spend the whole day down there and having fun. But, whenever you do something like that and you go out of town, it kind of takes the whole day. So we got home about 7 p.m. last night. And so anyway, it's nice to have today to kind of do nothing. Sal says, good morning. Thank you very much. Thanks for waking up with me this morning. All right. So, that means Rogues Gallery going forward, like set times Chris may pull up. You should go now. Check out the McDonald's lemon lime latte. They have a lemon lime latte? Huh. Well, I'll have to check that out. I do like lemon lime. That's the thing about my lattes. Like it's just milk and espresso. Like I don't do like the sugar stuff, but I would maybe try that. I do like lemon lime a lot. So that's really good. Rogues Gallery going forward. So usually it's Wednesday night, obviously, but we're going to, I've got parent teacher conferences that particular evening. And so, and then of course I'm getting ready to go to Baltimore as well, which is going to be a lot of fun to hang out with Eric and Billy and a few other collectors as well. That's going to be there. So that'll be a lot of fun. Hang out hopefully with a little bit of little Finch art. That'll be good. So anyway, special night, Tuesday night is when we're going to do the special Rogues Gallery show. KVC 1986 says, what's up? Excited for my Joker Del Auto print I won the other night. I love the version of Joker. So I've got most everything boxed up. There's a few things I'm still waiting for because I needed a few extra tubes. They arrived today. So there'll be a few things that go out. Obviously, some of them went out the other day. Some of them are going to go out tomorrow morning. And so thank you for your patience. I had a lot of art prints that sold. And so I had to go get some more mailing tubes from Amazon. So anyway, congratulations on your Del Auto. I'm actually really excited because I'll kind of show you guys. I actually ended up with maybe 3 commissions from New York Comic Con that I hadn't planned on. I'll just kind of give you guys a brief preview. Since you're here, since you're tuning in with me, you get the scoop. You guys want the scoop? All right. So the first one is there's a guy that I bought some Bermejo pieces from before, and he was selling this Gabriel Del Otto Joker. And so hopefully it'll come in clear. It probably won't, but anyway, you guys kind of get the idea. Maybe. Anyway, he's got a batarang in his hand. So anyway, I got that piece. I think it's about 9 by 12 ish, somewhere in there. So it's a little bit of a bigger, kind of like a big remark from him. There is a chance that I'm going to get a Sean Murphy today. Hit up my friend Big Dave, and he might be able to help me with that. I'm not sure yet. And then also, this is a piece from Riccardo Federici, which he's a really great painter. Let's see if I can get it in a little clearer for you guys. But so he said he was still doing commissions at the show. So I reached out to his handler, and I asked him, could he do something like that in black and white for me? And so they got me on the list. So I think he's going to work on it today at the show. But I'm going to get something like that too. So I ended up with maybe potentially 3 commissions that I hadn't even planned for. I do have 2 potential commissions for Baltimore from Matteo Scalera, which I've already paid for. So that one should happen. And then the Finch one, obviously, as well. So we'll see. But yeah, so I'm really happy for your Del Otto. I know I kind of went on a complete tangent there, but I can't wait to get that one to you as well. Can't wait. And yeah, I knew exactly what you meant. So again, thank you guys for everybody that bid and participated the other night. That was so much fun. Martin says, hi, hoping for a Tweeterhead update would be much appreciated. Thanks. So I do have a little bit of an update there on, I think it was either Thursday or Friday. I can't remember when, but I got a text from Chad, and I said, hey, he said, are you available for a call? And I said, yes, absolutely. And so, we talked for about 25 minutes or so. And I don't really know exactly what to say yet. There is some news. There's some behind the scenes things that are happening that I'm very optimistic about, which is going to make collectors really happy. There was some things that I encouraged him to do. There were some things that, it was just kind of like a conversation of 2 friends talking about stuff. And so I think that he is just about ready to come on and make some announcements. Again, I don't want to speak for him. I have another call in with him on Monday, which is tomorrow. And so hopefully he will give me an update. He would like to come on Rogues. And, I told him that there's a lot of frustration, and there's a lot of people that are really unhappy. And so obviously him coming on he's going to be facing the flames, so to speak. And so again, not everybody has the heart to do that sometimes, to put yourself out there, but I feel like he should, because there's a lot of trust there. And so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll continue to get updates. But I did speak with him, and it had been a minute since I had spoken to him on the phone. I think maybe even before Superman came out, I hadn't talked to him. So I am optimistic with what he had to say. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to get him on the show and get you guys an update. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to update you guys as of maybe Tuesday morning. Maybe we'll see. Hey, BSC, happy Sunday. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate the thumbs up. Thank you very much. The Pac-Man 154. Hey, Chris, any thoughts on the skin-colored Poison Ivy? I know it was with you briefly, thinking about picking that one up. So I absolutely love that piece. I ended up having both of them. I ended up selling the green because I really loved the face sculpt, and I loved the hair on the new one. As I had it for a while, I kind of went back and forth about the green because it's more true to the actual Hush comic. Is the Hush skin color Ivy beautiful and perfect? Absolutely. I don't think you can go wrong at all with that piece. With that said, I wanted the green back. I ended up selling the skin colored one because I wanted it green again. I wanted it like the comic. I wanted it kind of like my Hush area. So I don't think you can go wrong with either one. I do think that the portrait and the hair on the skin color one is more attractive. It's more beautifully done, I think. So I don't think you can go wrong. I love it. I love it. Chris on the fence on buying the Scarecrow premium format from Sideshow. What are your thoughts on it 5 or so years later? I mean, it says a lot if it's still in my collection. And so I think you cannot go wrong. Scarecrow isn't done very much. I had wished that they had done the Tweeterhead one in quarter scale, but they didn't. And so if you can get your hands on this one, I think it's absolutely still worth it. It's one of my favorite villains in the collection. So I don't think you can go wrong at all. If you have a chance to get it, Greek 89, get it. Have the collection with Harley Who Laughs 1/3. That's another piece that it's just a phenomenal piece. It really is. Really is. Need coffee. Yeah, I was going to say, Eric, and I want to give a shout out to Eric. I actually, just before the show started, he posted his New York Comic-Con video. So if you haven't checked it out, after you're done watching me ramble on about ice caffeinated beverages, please go check out Eric. It's All Things Art. All Things Art on YouTube, and check out that video. Also, I think Billy was going to film for me as well here on this channel to kind of give a different perspective, maybe following Eric around a little bit. I don't know. So we'll see how that goes. But if Billy did film for us, I can't wait to get that video for you guys as well. But definitely check out Eric's video. I love tours like that. It's just him walking around filming the event, so it feels like you're there. So definitely check out that channel. And I wish I was with those guys. They look like they had so much fun. Very jealous from the middle of Kansas here. But I get to hang out with them this coming weekend. So that's going to be really great as we're all going to Baltimore. We got JWR in the house. Sup, nerds, drinking my espresso, and the wife is cooking breakfast. Well, there you go. It sounds like a pretty perfect morning to me. Again, caffeine up, coffee up, everybody. Drink up, me hearties, yo-ho. Good morning. Hello to you. Thank you for being here. We got uncarded reviews saying hello to everyone. Thank you very much. The Midnight Collector rides again. Slow pouring cup of coffee today. I like to hear that. Let them run the gauntlet. The chat will be gentle. Maybe. We'll see. What am I running the gauntlet here? I don't know. The Ben Cave. Good morning, Chris. NYCC was amazing as always. Got some beautiful Frank Miller and Del Otto signed prints. We'll post today in the BSC group. I would love to see that. That would be absolutely amazing. Again, I've been trying to live vicariously through the people in New York. It looked like a really busy show, a really fun show. I can't wait to get off this thing so I can go watch Eric's video, so I can watch and kind of experience what they got to experience. Of course, they were really great about video chatting me a little bit and sending me some photos, which was really cool. And I tried to share some of those with everybody. Because again, it's just really the best part for me is like connecting with other collectors, and other people at these things. Because a lot of times, we know each other through social media and we know each other. But then when we actually get to the cons and we actually can meet with each other, obviously, like for me, Danny Earls and David Finch, and getting to say hi to Capullo and just different artists there. Getting to meet Del Otto and MegaCon, it's really cool that he was there in New York. So that was really cool. So anyway, I'm just so happy that collectors got to get together and have fun this weekend. This looked like a blast. Would you ever buy a Spawn statue? Possibly, if it was done well. Like if Prime 1 did a Spawn versus Batman, I would maybe consider it. I think that could be fun. Afternoon from the UK. Enjoyed auction stream. I will be able to watch live stream as I'm off Thursday. Okay, that's great. We'll hope everything is great in the UK. I like to do these morning streams every once in a while just because it's fun to connect with other people that normally can't watch because it's bedtime wherever you might be. So I'm really glad to see some of you in the chat tonight, or this morning, excuse me. It's probably night where you are, at least mid-afternoon. So anyway, I'm really glad that you can join us on Tuesday. So again, Tuesday, if you're just joining us, Tuesday, we're going to do a special Rogues Gallery. We're going to maybe get caught up on New York, going to get caught up on the Next Level event, and caught up on the Shanghai Wonderfest. So looking forward to that, because again, we have tons of photos to look at, and really just, you know, to pick the brain of the fellow rogues is always a lot of fun, because you know, it's just fun to talk about that stuff. We kind of talk about it in our private chat, but we don't always get the opportunity to talk about it on air as often as I'd like. So I'm really glad to be able to connect with those guys. I got to go shout out to this guy, member for 53 freaking months. Morning, all you Bat fans. Thank you very much. And again, the members on this channel have been with me for so long, and so thank you guys for your continued support. It definitely helps this channel going. It helps my dreams come true. And so thank you guys very, very much for continuing to be here and support the channel like that. Whether you're just showing up to view, whether you're here to comment, whether you're here to support the channel, you know, in a financial way as well. So I can't thank you guys enough for that. So Mike, thank you. You are the freaking legend around here, my friend. Thank you very much. Statues, Comic Sports Morning, New York Comic Con was great. Again, it was just really so great to see so many collectors there, and people posting photos and stuff. I was disappointed in the turnout of the statues. I mean, obviously, it would have been nice to have. I was surprised that PCS didn't have a booth. I don't think they did. I didn't see any photos. I did see a lot of like Pure Arts booth things, but I was surprised because last year they had that massive booth right there in the front, which was really cool. Kenneth said hi to everyone. Thank you for being here, Kenneth. It's great to have you here. Amit, hopefully I said that. Daba Daddy. Hey, Chris, cheers from Israel. Hey, hope everything's going great. I know there's a lot of stuff going on in that part of the world right now, but my thoughts are with everybody over there. God bless you all. I actually have the McFarlane Spawn versus Batman statue, and it's pretty awesome. I actually really liked that too. I thought it was a lot of fun, very dynamic piece. Of course, I would want something a little bit larger, at least in quarter scale. But I wouldn't mind something like that. I think it'd be fun. I was so angry. This is from Andrew. I was so angry and jealous that George Jimenez and Dan Mora are at New York Comic Con. I want them on the West Coast at San Diego Comic Con. Yeah, I actually hit up Jimenez to see if he is available for another commission, because he's represented through Comic Sketch Art, and I think his things were full at that point. But I would love to get something from Dan. I have a piece from George Jimenez. Actually, I've had 3. I sold 2, just because I needed the money at the time for other Finch pieces, most likely. But anyway, hopefully they'll make their way that way. Yeah, I agree 100%. Just waiting on that Tweeterhead comment. I'm on the boat as well. So again, if you're just joining, I did have a chance to talk to Chad, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll get an update tomorrow on Monday, which would be Monday the 13th. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to do a video and an update, or at least at the very least have him on Rogues in the near future. Of course, because we're having Rogues on this Tuesday, it'll kind of mess with the schedule a little bit, but I'm going to be doing some traveling to Baltimore, and so I didn't want that to affect that at all. You are an inspiration, and myself hopefully get more statues myself. Well, I hope so. I mean, I'm glad that I can inspire. And thanks to everybody that watched the video yesterday about dwindling YouTube views. That was a lot of fun to talk about. And again, I want to give a shout out to Mr. X for inspiring the video. Actually, I called him or messaged him, and I said, hey, I just want to give you a heads up of doing this video. He's really cool about it, and his family actually they're in London right now, which is really cool. So safe travels to the Extreme Channel family. Absolutely, Mike. Again, thank you for your support, my friend. Oh no, the lemon lime latte does not exist. Just meant to sound silly as possible. I would still try it. I love lemon lime, so it's like give me a key lime pie anytime. Hi, Chris. Big fan and love your channel. Thank you, Carmen. Thanks for what you do. Well, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. A bit off topic, but I love the sunglasses you wear on your post from your car. What brand are you? Hope to see you at Baltimore. I'll definitely be there at Baltimore, Carmen. So looking forward to that. So those are Oakley's. And I think if you look in my videos, I think I even have it pinned in the comments. There's a link because I've had other people ask me. Let me double check. Hold on just a moment. So I'm pretty sure I have that in there somewhere. Let me see. Yeah, I do. Okay, hold on. Let me see if this link still works. Maybe that's the problem, is the link might not work anymore. Let me see if it still works. Okay, it does. So I'm going to actually post it right here. I'm going to post it in the chat. They're called Oakley wiretaps. I've got the same glasses for years. Actually, mine just broke, and so I just bought another pair and got it this week. So I tend to be a little hard on my sunglasses, but I just love the wiretap. So yeah, I just put the link down below. It's right here. So click that link if it lets you click it, and they'll take you right to Amazon. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Mike, and again, hopefully we see each other in Baltimore. Find us. It'll be me, Eric, and Billy. We'll be hard to miss. I wonder why you put Spawn on top, Batman on bottom, the comics the other way around. Probably just a design choice, or I mean, McFarlane's like, I only want Spawn on top. McFarlane probably gets his way. Bruno says non-collectibles related. I watched today the latest Fantastic Four. I found it so bad. Wonder when we are going to get another epic superheroes movie. I actually enjoyed that movie. I liked it better than Superman. Actually, I loved the visuals of it. Maybe I like the visuals more than the actual story, possibly. But I really enjoyed the visuals of that kind of that retro future. Very Tomorrowland and Disneyland type of thing. So I did enjoy that aspect of it, but I could definitely see where you're saying it's like to me, like, again, an epic superhero movie was the Batman. I think the Batman was fantastic, or the Penguin show. Like, I would like to see more stuff like that, as opposed to like all the fantastical flying around alien stuff. Like that's just not my cup of tea. Which is why I like Batman. I like that he's grounded and he is, just a detective trying to solve crime. So I enjoy that aspect of it more than the other superhero movies. But I don't know. I enjoyed Fantastic Four for what it is. What about you guys? Did you guys enjoy it? Absolutely. So Chris, what do you think are going to be the for sure pre-orders that you would do day one, minus your girl, Andrea Beaumont? So obviously, are you talking about ones that have already been shown? Like, maybe clarify that a little bit, because I'm not exactly sure what you mean. Like, there are ones like that one, obviously the Mask of the Phantasm. Definitely going to be pre-ordering the Hush Catwoman as well. I'm still trying to figure out maybe who to order from for the Joker bust, if I need it or not. I did a video. I think it might come out tomorrow, possibly, on the Joker bust and if I should get it or not. Where do you guys weigh in? Do you think it has a place? The Queen Studios bust is what I'm talking about. So do you guys feel like it has a place in the collection? Because again, that's just a piece that I don't know where I'd put it. I really don't. But I just don't know. I'm trying to think of other pieces that were shown that I would be interested in. There's nothing else that really comes to my mind. I mean, obviously, like, for sure pre-orders, like a J&D Penguin, that would be a for sure pre-order for me. Or any of those type of movie pieces. Obviously any new villain that Sideshow would announce. Obviously, I ordered Man-Bat day one. Can't wait for that piece. I don't know. I don't know if there's been a lot shown lately that I'm like completely in awe with. Obviously, there's a lot of other properties and genres that I do not collect that I would love to collect, but I don't know. Bats in the Belfry says, good morning. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. And thank you again for being a member. Can't thank you guys enough for your membership and your support and your love and your kindness. Oh, there's that Amazon link again. Yes, that's been shown here recently in the last few weeks. Trying to think of what you were responding to. Oh, sorry, missed something there. I don't need another epic superhero movie. I have The Dark Knight, Avengers Endgame, and Blade on Blu-ray and can watch them anytime I want. I mean, that's the thing is like we've had great movies. And I think to achieve a great movie like that, it doesn't come around all that often. But we've been lucky. We've been lucky as collectors, as fans of this nerdy, geeky stuff. Coffee up. You could sell that Batman throne right back there behind you. Boom, spot, poke you in the eye, Joker bust. Well, that was the original problem, right? So it's one of those things where I really got the collection to kind of where I want it right now. But again, like this is a Chris in 2 years problem because it's not going to ship anytime soon. So I got time to think about it, right? Chris, when does your LBS Spider-Man arrive? Jimmy, this is where you would normally say, I don't need it, right? Or Chris, you need it. One of those two, right? I am really trying hard to stick to my guns when it comes to these things. And I'm trying to stay focused on art. Obviously, again, I just spent, potentially 3 more commissions from this weekend from Del Otto and Federici and possibly Sean Murphy. So, I don't always need the extra stuff, even though I want the extra stuff. And even though I think that I could make it work, I have to stay focused. I just do. Responded to your question to clarify time frame. I meant for recent top pre-orders you want to pre-order. Okay, I understand. Thank you very much. A little slow on the uptake this morning. Still tired. Still waking up with you guys. That Queen Studios 1-to-1 scale Hathaway Catwoman is very tempting. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, would she look cool in this room? Yeah. Talk about an attention getter. Not sure how much my wife would like it, but it would be fun to have in the Batcave. I don't even think she wouldn't care. She wouldn't care. Main issue, you might switch to the Chris Lord of the Rings collector and go, the Eagles are coming, and finally get some fantasy pieces in the collection. If I was going to get a fantasy piece, I would get a Red Sonja. I would either get the one that the Sideshow did, the one Jeff Delaney has at Secret Sanctuary. I would definitely get that one, or this new Prime 1 piece, and maybe like the Vampirilla, the one that I wanted and had it on order like 2 times. So I would definitely love some fantasy pieces in here, but again, I don't know. There have been times where I think, you know what? I should just change my name to the collector or the statue collector or something like that, because I do feel like as a channel, especially, I kind of pigeonholed myself a little bit, but at the same time, I'm staying true to who I am. I am the Batman statue collector, right? And so I would love to get other pieces, but I just can't go there. Mateus, hopefully I said that right. Hello from Germany. Thank you very much. And coffee up. You guys have coffee in Germany, right? What kind of coffee do you drink in Germany? Is it as popular? Like in America, you've got Starbucks and you've got Dunkin' and you got all these coffee places left and right. Coffee is very popular here. Is coffee as popular? If you're watching from another country right now, weigh in on coffee. Is it as popular? Like this is a latte, milk and espresso and ice. Do you guys also drink? I know, like especially like in Europe, I know like espressos, like the little tiny shots of espresso are really popular. But what about Germany? I don't know. I've not been to Germany. Let me know. Where do you weigh in on coffee? Mike says he needs more coffee or more coffee. I like it. Hey, we got Jeff Houghton in the house, Brotherhood member for a really long time. Thank you, Jeff, again. Happy Sunday. Wish I had the cash and room for art commissions. Also, the greats don't really ever come to the Detroit cons. Well, and that's the thing, Jeff, too, is like a lot of them you are able to commission and they'll send it to you. So if you really ever do want to get into it, hit me up and I'll try to help you out because it is tough to navigate. Does anybody know something new from Tweeterhead? Again, no newsletter last week. Again, if you're just joining us, I did get a phone call from Chad on Thursday or Friday. I can't remember what day. And so I will try to update you guys as soon as I have a little bit more information. We have a call most likely tomorrow. He said he'll call me back. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll have some news for you guys this week. Just sent that throne piece of Sonia. Oh, just get that throne piece of Sonia. Join the Alan Kiefer collection wave. Hey, you are tempting me for Phantasm. I do need to pay you back a little bit. Yeah, I was going to say little enabling this morning. Never hurt nobody. Let's go right into the hashtag enabled. That's what we're going to do. And for old time's sake, can we do this just for old time's sake? I'm going to get rid of this comment because it's been a long time. But for those of you that have been around a long time, it's really important that we. Nah, I'm just kidding. I had to throw that in there. So anyway. All right. We're having a lot of fun now. We're getting caffeined up this morning. Let's go back to the comments. Let's do it. Coffee is also very popular in Germany. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. It seems like it's popular everywhere, but I just didn't know especially if it was. You can always collect IPs outside of the DC universe to review and still be the Batman statue collector. We, the fans, will allow it. But that's the problem, though, okay? So let's talk about that for a second. So I would love to review everything. But let's say I get a piece like that. So that means I'm going to get it. I'm going to review it. And then I've got to go through the trouble of selling it. It's not a great selling market right now. So, is it worth it in the long run? Yes, it would help the channel. It would help get views to some degree, but I don't think the pros would be better than the cons. I just don't know. What do you guys think? Like, I also feel like there's sometimes where collectors would be like, he's just getting it to review it. He doesn't even really like the piece. He doesn't really care about the piece. But I think that I could be objective still. I mean, obviously there is that perception that's like, oh, he's just doing it to get, people to watch his channel. And it probably would work. But like, I tend to like to get the pieces that I'm actually going to keep in the collection for a while and that I really have interest in. And I also worry that if I start buying other things that, number one, I'm going to, again, the trouble of selling it, but and losing money on that sale, most likely, and worrying about things getting broken and stuff like that. But, it is a big hassle. I don't know. I have weighed that in a lot because I would like to do more on the channel. I would like to let you guys see things. And there's things that I want to see in person as well. So I don't know. I don't know what to do about that stuff. I want to stay true to who I am, Cappuccino especially. Yeah, cappuccinos are great. Got a lot of laughing there. I like it. Chad is starting to seem like a guy in a mob movie ducking the loan sharks. I think that, and again, it really does truly come down to this tariff stuff. And, China just got hit with a 100% tariff this week. So I don't think this is going. I think this is going to affect a lot of things, and so I'm worried about the hobby in terms of that. I think that he is. I just think there's a lot going behind the scenes that he's concerned about. Again, I'm not going to speak for him right now, but I hopefully, like I said, we'll get an update. Hopefully, that is the ultimate thumbnail Chris collection. Oh, the freeze. Yeah, probably. Thanks for updating regarding Tweeterhead. And again, hopefully, again, I'm supposed to get a phone call tomorrow, so hopefully I will get some clarification again and be able to relay more news to you. I was actually going to do one this weekend, but I'm like, I don't have enough yet. I don't want to jump the shark, so to speak. Rick says, hey, Chris, just got here. I may have missed it, but have you made a decision on the LBS Batman the Animated Series? Day one pre-order for me. So I still haven't. I got some people in here. We're just in here caffeining up. Can you see that I'm getting some energy? Caffeine's kicking in. And let's talk about that Batman Animated Series piece. Do you guys think it belongs in this collection? There was a great image from Graded HQ. And again, I want to give them a shout out. If you haven't subscribed over there, please do me a favor and subscribe over at Graded HQ. Been kind enough to let me, tag along with some of his footage so I can share it with you guys. And obviously, he's got a great comparison of the Batman from LBS next to the Batman the Animated Series. And I think they look pretty good together. The Batman the Animated Series is a really large piece. It's sold out. LBS sold out to the companies that sell their product. So that's good for them. And so they are still available some places. I would definitely check out Statue Brothers and use code BSC at checkout. It's BSC Group 10 on that one, BSC Group 10. And they are fantastic. But I don't know about this piece. I don't know if it fits. So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to scroll down to the comments and let me know what you guys think. Should I get it, or do you think it doesn't really have a place? Like my friend Dan, he feels like I shouldn't get it because he's had the same issue where like Batman the Animated Series, they're all smooth textures and it's more like animation style, whereas comics are more like realistic looking from Prime 1 and LBS. So let me know what you guys think. Tone and Turks, Collecting Adventure. I love the name. I have quite a few statues outside of the Batman line I'm still collecting. It's a nice breath of fresh air to the collection. Where do you put it though? Like, do you put it all together? That's my problem. And the Spider-Man is incredible in person. No pictures do it justice. I really still want that premium format. I really do. From Sideshow. I would love to have that. Hey, I know how you feel. I had 2 hard to find Hot Toys figure, 1/6 scale. I'm trying to sell. One already had a couple hundred less than I paid for it and can't move them to help pay for some others. That's the thing is, like in the old days, you could buy a statue. I mean, hell, I should have done that all along. I should have been like, screw my morals and just bought everything, reviewed it, and then sold it. And I could have, and maybe even made money on it. Nowadays, you can't do that. Do you think that Prime 1 Hush is going to be pricey because how incredible it looks? I do. Gosh, I'm hoping it's no more than $1,500, but I'm a little bit worried it might be more. Chris Collectibles. That's what my name should have been. I should have just been, hey, it's Chris Collectibles because my name's Chris. Maybe I could change it. I don't want to jump on your bandwagon, but maybe my real name's Christopher, right? So I could be Christopher's Collectibles. I say don't change your channel name. It's how I and others identify your channel. It's unique among other channels. Collect whatever you like. Well, there you go. I mean, and that's the thing is like, I bring this up all the time is like when I first met Dave Igo, the first thing he said to me is like, wow, you really kind of, kicked yourself in the balls with that name, Batman Statue Collector, because it limits what people might tune in for, right? But I don't care. Like, I am who I am. I love Batman, but I love all the other stuff too. And so I appreciate the advice. Thank you. How was the Kansas State game for you and the family? It was a lot of fun, Jonas. Had a great time. We got season tickets last year and this year. So it gives us something to do on Saturday. It was a lot of fun and great atmosphere. They haven't played all that great this year, but they won against TCU yesterday, the Horned Frogs or whatever the hell that is. But it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. Got some Raising Cane's after the show and went home and crashed. It was a lot of fun. As long as the large portion of your collection is Batman, you'll still be identifiable as the Batman statue collector. Well, I appreciate that, Chris. It's worked for me for about a decade, so I guess I should stick with it, right? The red Sony, you can always have someone else review it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's the thing is that I have been blessed with coming up with the idea of doing showcase reviews. Some of that probably came out of like necessity on the channel, like where I felt like I needed to offer some variety, but at the same time, like what it turned into was other collectors being able to share their passion on the channel. And I love that more than the actual statue. Like to be able to hear somebody, and not like some people want me to speak for them. Like they don't really want to hear their voice on camera or appear on camera, which I totally get. Putting yourself out there is not always the easiest thing. Now I don't even think twice. Like, it is what it is. I'm on camera every day. So, but, and I forget that sometimes when I talk to other collectors, but like, I love the showcase reviews of collectors that get like Red Sonja and say, hey, Chris, do you want me to review this? I'm like, yeah, heck yeah, I do. This is fantastic. So again, if you are ever interested in reviewing anything you get in, please email me at thebatmanstatuecollector@gmail.com. I would love to feature your stuff because, again, it lets me not have to do a video one day, which is nice. It gives me a little bit of a break. But also, I love to share other people's love and passion for this hobby. And that's what they get to do through their reviews. So I love it. It doesn't make it worthwhile buying right now because the tariffs, again, like, it's just not a good time to do any of that. So I think that goes back to like why less people are watching, the collecting channels, why people are buying less. It's a domino effect. Uncarded Review says, absolutely. You are the Batman statue collector. This is a Batman statue. Yes, that's true. I know you're talking about the Batman the Animated Series piece. I just don't know if it fits. Mike's, I'm in Canada, so way more expensive. You're in David Finch country, my friend. I'm sorry to hear it's more expensive. That sucks. You do comic-focused statues. The Batman animated series has influenced much of the comics look for the last 30-plus years. I think it would fit in your collection. If it was live action, I would say no. Okay. I appreciate that. Again, all the advice really helps me. I'm all in on the LBS JLA, so I don't have the room for the animated Batman. Space is already allocated to the Justice League, but Hush Catwoman will have a space made for her next to Tech 1000. Well, I think that would pair up really nicely, actually. I love the idea of that. What do you think or expect or hope that we'll see at Spooktacular? Do you want my honest opinion? I don't think we're going to see anything. I don't think we're going to see anything. Did we see anything at Spooktacular last year? Were there any reveals? Were there any like shocking things that we needed to have? I don't know. Let me know, because I don't remember last year. And that's the bad thing. Did anything pop up for Spooktacular? I love the name and I love what it used to be, but Sideshow's not the same Sideshow of what they used to do. Susan and Amy in the box fort. I miss those days, right? Hey, Chris. Hey, everyone. Just dropping a like for the channel. Well, I really appreciate that. And again, if you guys are watching, hit that like button. That helps me out tremendously. Helps other people find the comment. Helps other people find the content. Also, if you leave a comment down below, that also helps other people find it. So thank you very much for that. It's like, think about YouTube as just one big search engine. So like, the more you guys comment on the videos, the more people can find it. So thank you. Where does David Finch live? He lives in Canada. I don't know exactly where. And even if I did know, I wouldn't want to say here on YouTube, but he does live in Canada somewhere. Alan Kiefer, it's great. We were just talking about Alan a minute ago. Morning, Chris, in the chat. Hope you're doing great, my friend. I'm assuming you'll be on Godlike tonight. You guys usually do a stream, so definitely tune in to Godlike Statues tonight, and I'm sure they'll have a nice live stream. I was thinking about doing a live this evening, but we got the Chiefs game tonight, another evening game, so the BSC will be busy watching the Chiefs hopefully win a game. We'll see. It's been another rough season. So anyway, Alan, great to have you here. Mike saying morning, Alan. We were just talking about Jimmy G right there. As much as I love the LBS animated Batman, I'm not sure what would pair well with it. Might not need anything else, and that's the problem. Is like, let's say I put it in the middle where the tactical throne is. I think that would work, right? But it is kind of its own standalone piece. And so that's where I struggle the most. I'm like, I just don't know where it could go. Like, I could put it maybe like on the end, like where I've got my Bermejo Batman. Maybe I scoot everything down and just have the Batman the Animated Series kind of its own little thing. I could do that. And I think it would look cool. I don't know. Now I'm trying to talk myself into it. I just don't know. I don't know if it would work. You've built a really identifiable brand and a community that trusts and respects your opinion and insights into the hobby. We're mostly here to hang out with you, regardless of what you review. Well, again, it's comments like that that make me want to keep doing this. So I do really appreciate that. And you're right. Like I have worked hard to build up this brand of being the Batman guy. But like, again, to me, I say it all the time, and I'm sure you're sick and tired of me saying it, but like the hangout part, the community part is my the biggest thing I'm proud of, right? That people can come together in a place and, just share this passion and love for the stuff we love together. So I appreciate that. And I know there's a lot of you that, that do tune in for me personally, and that means the world to me. So thank you guys. Believe me, I feel the love. Absolutely. Again, godlike statues tonight, guys. Absolutely, Alan. Have a great show tonight. Prime One had a great sale. Did they have a great sale, Carmen? Did they? Yeah, their stuff looks great, and then you put it in their cart, and it's like $900 shipping. Did they have a great sale? I don't know. Let me know, Carmen. Like how much was your shipping? Did you buy something? Oh, you said you already did. I picked up the Dawnbreaker, a Superman and a Wonder. Okay, so how was your shipping? So maybe I need to walk it back a little bit with my did they comments. Riddler, full proto, Man Bat teaser, and Krampus, I think, last Spooktacular. Okay. Well, moo. If we got the full Riddler proto, could we get a new villain? Could we get a new Maria Panfilova? I'm going to predict it right now. We're going to get a Mad Hatter. Wouldn't that be something? And if I get that right, I Sideshow needs to send me a statue or something. How great would that be? Maria Panfilova Riddler. I'm sorry, Mad Hatter. Sorry, Chris, but I got to say for my Detroit Lions, go Lions. Well, how could you say anything else? But I hope it's a good game. Mike, you're the man. Chris missed you at New York Comic Con this year, man. I sure missed you guys as well. It looked like such a great time, and believe me, I had teacher in service this week, and so I couldn't really get out of that. That's why I didn't come. It sucked too because I had a press pass approved, which is hard to get. So that was really neat. But again, I will be in Baltimore this coming weekend with Eric and Billy, and hooking up with some other collectors as well. So that'll be a lot of fun. And I get to visit Billy's house, and that'll be a lot of fun. I'm gonna do a room tour with him, and it's just gonna be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to this coming weekend. Parent-teacher conferences, and then right to Baltimore. Rick says, Webster defines a collection as an accumulation of objects gathered for study, comparison, or exhibition, or as a hobby. Nothing there about them needing to be similar in texture or whatever. Ah, touche, sir. Ah, touche. You bring up a very good point. You're right. I mean, really, it's like the little stuff that we nitpick. And maybe it's me not wanting to spend $1,800. I don't know. But if it doesn't scream, buy me now, it's not for you. If you have to talk yourself into getting it, you shouldn't be getting it. And I know it's a piece that fits, but I don't know if it's a piece that would last forever. That's my problem. If things bother me about a piece, they don't stick around too long, If you do animated statue, I would keep it over where your art prints are. They would go good together. It's possible. I mean, like I said, I can maybe find a spot. But if it was between getting the Joker life-size bust from Queen or the animated series piece, which piece would you go with, and why? Type it in the chat right here. Which one would you go with? I just found out the GameStop and EB Games has a lot of statues, a lot of black and white. So that's cool. I can order from there. That's cool. I didn't know that either, Mike, I don't think. Chris, the LBS animated piece will probably be the only one made. It's so iconic. Should be a must-have for your collection. Again, I appreciate Alan. I mean, Alan has a phenomenal eye, a phenomenal collection, and I definitely trust his insight. So I appreciate that, Alan. LOL, yeah, shipping is ridiculous, but the statues were 50 to 60% off, so the savings offset the shipping. Okay, so I apologize for all the really. But it's like, it's been frustrating because I know that there are collectors that like see those sales like, oh, this is great, and then they get them in their cart and like, maybe it's not so great. Maybe it's not so great after all. So I don't know. I wish the Prime 1 sales were a little bit friendlier. Hold on just a second. I need to respond to a message here. All right, there we go. Jimmy says, I am in for the Joker bust by Queen. Jimmy, have you already ordered it? Have you already paid? I'm curious because I know we talked a little bit about it. Animated series because it's closer to comic based. Okay, so you're picking that over the bust. To me, it's like the bust kills me though because it's like my favorite scene, my favorite look for the Joker. I absolutely love it. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to do on that. I really don't. Alan says Queen Joker bust is far superior to the animated piece, but so is the price. I would save up for the bust. That's again very valid. Very valid. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I am making some moves now. I will order this week, good sir. Well, there you go. And that's the thing is like I've been talking to a couple of different vendors. Some of the ways that they're asking people to pay, I've heard some not so good things about protection. So I'm still kind of tossing it back and forth of what to do. I'm not exactly sure. So anyway, Jimmy, let me know if things are going well with that. So anyway, what else you guys want to talk about? I got a few more minutes here, and then I'm going to wrap it up. I've got some family plans this afternoon. I'm going to go have some lunch with my mom and dad, which is really great to spend some time with family. And I hope you guys all have a chance to do so as well, wherever you are this week. And again, while I am getting ready to wrap it up, I do want to remind everybody that we are going to do Rogues, a special Rogues on Tuesday night. That'll be at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We got a ton to talk about. And then, of course, the following weekend, we'll have Baltimore, have a lot of footage from that. Hopefully, art halls and room tour with Billy, and maybe even our experience as we go to a couple different places. We got a couple different plans because I've never been to some of those cities up there, and so we're looking forward to that. So anyway, we'll find out what all happens next weekend. But also, again, hopefully here, I haven't heard back from Billy, but hopefully we'll have some New York Comic Con footage. And again, if you haven't checked out All Things Art, please do that. So yeah, anyway. Rick says, good talk, Russ. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what Rick's talking about there. Good talk, Russ. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a good rest of your week, and I hope you're all doing well out there. And again, continue to coffee up. It's going to be great. Yeah, me got to go get ready for turkey dinner. Well, that sounds really good, Mike. I hope you all have a good lunch. Oh, yeah, yeah, that's right. How did I miss that? I've actually met Rusty. Yeah, we actually met him last year at MegaCon. That was a lot of fun. Obviously, vacation, and obviously he was in the Dark Knight. So that was really cool to meet him. And he even gave my son a free Dark Knight poster, which was really cool, signed by him. So that was really awesome. So great reference. I'm sorry. Absolutely sorry I missed that. And Mike says it best. Have a great weekend, Chris and chat. Peace. Same to you guys. Again, check out Godlike tonight for their stream. Rogues Gallery on Tuesday. A lot of stuff coming up. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're all doing well. And we'll see you in the back cave. Hopefully also a Tweeterhead update this week as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Have a great week ahead of you. Bye-bye, everybody.